Using Matplotlib, we can do different kinds of visualization. Like we can show different kinds of graphs based on data. Also, we can show images using Matplotlib. And most of the Matplotlib utilities lies under the pyplot submodule. So we will use pyplot, Matplotlib's submodule pyplot. So let's import pyplot, import matplotlib.pyplot and as plt. As we need multiple dataset, so let's import numpy. And because we want to show images, so what we have to do to show images, we have to write %sign matplotlib space inline. Let's show image first. To show an image, first of all, we have to read the image. And for reading the image, we have to call the imread method of pyplot. So plt.imread, and here inside the imread method argument, we have to pass the image path. Here we don't see any image. So let's upload one image first. Copy the image path, and inside the imread method argument, let's pass the image path as a string. Assign it in one variable. I'm naming the variable image, and show the image using the show method of Matplotlib's pyplot. And simply execute the program to test. And we're getting an error. So let's look at it. What's the issue? Okay, I have misspelled it. It will be simply inline. And execute it again. And now we can see the image. Now let's draw a line in the diagram using the plot method of pyplot. And for that, we need two sets of data. So let's create two sets of data using the arrange method of numpy. So we can say np.arrange. And let's say we will have 10 sets of data. We will start from 10 and go till 20, up to 20, and assign it in one variable. Let's name the variable x. Copy this one, and for the second one, let's start from 100 and go till 110. Assign it in y variable, execute it, and call the plot method of pyplot. So plt.plot, and pass value for x-axis and for y-axis, and then call the show method of pyplot and simply execute it to draw a line in a diagram. Awesome. Now if we want, then we can add labels for x-axis and y-axis. Simply we have to call the x label and y label method. So plt.xlabel, and we have to pass the label name as a string. Let's name it x-axis. Copy this and name it y-label, and change the label and make it y-axis, and execute it to test. Awesome. Now we can see the label. And if we want, then we can also add the title of the graph. Simply, we have to call the title method, tlt.title. And here you have to pass the title as a string. Awesome. Well, we can also change the line style. Like we can make it dotted, dashed, etc. And for that one, in our plot method, we have to pass some value for line style named argument. So we can say line style and equal to, let's say, dotted. And we can see the dotted line. We can also make it dashed. And we can also make the name short and make it ls, short for line style. And it's working perfectly. What about the line color? Yes, we can make it. We can change it. Simply we can say color equal to the color name, red or green or maybe blue, whatever we want, we can make it. And instead of color name, we can also pass some color values. So let's try that. We can say hash and 000000 for black color and execute it, and we can see the color has been changed. If we want, then we can add markers to our points. Simply we can say marker and then marker style. For circle, we can pass a small letter O as a string, and we can see the circle marker. We can simply pass one star for star marker, capital D for diamond, small s for square, and so on. We can also specify the marker size by saying ms marker size. Let's make it 10, and we can see the difference. We can also change the marker edge color by saying marker edge color and specifying the color name or just passing the color value. I'm just passing color name red. And in the same way, we can also specify marker face color. Simply we can say marker face color and specify the color. I'm making it green. Awesome. And if we want, then we can add grid into our graph. Simply, we can just call the grid method of pyplot. So plt.grid. Awesome. And we can also specify the grid style, like if we want in x-axis or in y-axis. So simply we can say axis equal to x, or we can say axis equal to y. We can also draw a scatter plot using the scatter method of pyplot. So let's create two more datasets using the numpy's random module. So simply we can say np.random and let's use normal distribution. center value we want 100, scale we want 15, and size let's say 9 by 9. Assign it in one variable. I'm naming it x. Copy that one. Another variable y. Center value 50. Scale 10. And the size is same. Execute it. Call the scatter method of pyplot. So plt.scatter x-axis and value for y-axis, and plt.show, and execute it. And we can see one scatter plot. Using Matplotlib, we can also show pie chart. So let's create one dataset. np.arrange. Let's take 10 data. Okay, let's take 6 data. Assign in one variable x. Call the pie method of pyplot plt.py and pass the x, and then show the pie. Awesome. And if we want, then we can also add labels. Let's try that. Let's create one variable and name it labels, and add 6 labels. I'm just passing 6 fruit names like apple, banana, orange, lychee, mango, and berry, blackberry. And in the pie method, I'm calling the named argument labels and passing the labels and simply executing it. Awesome. We can see the pie chart with labels. Now let's look at histogram, which is one of the most important feature and we will use through our entire course for checking our model training history. So let's call the histogram plt.hist, and here we have to pass the value. So let's create the value set first. Let's say x equal to np.random.normal, and let's start from 100 with a scale of 10 and 100 dataset, and pass the data inside the method hist and show the histogram plt.show, and we can see the histogram. That's it for now about Matplotlib. See you in next section with some more exciting contents.